So I explained to him, say, look, this is no long-haired guy in the corner, saying, yeah, I'm going to save everybody. This is everybody that was going to testify to say that he did these things was going to die a horrible death. And they knew it. And when you were all the way to the end, when you were going against the Roman government, look out. They don't just get you. And I think some cases, the soldiers that were there that didn't guard the tomb like they thought they should, they probably died, and I'm sure their family members with them. And so nobody had anything to gain. I think all of the apostles had horrible deaths, from getting their, it wasn't a lucrative way to go. Like you may think, oh yeah, here I'm with this person, a big church, and I'm going to make a lot of money. No, this was a scary time to be a Christian. And so you have these people that witnessed it. That is a lot different than somebody saying, oh, the time is near. Believe, and convincing somebody of something that's about to happen. There's a great chasm between that and saying, okay, I did walk on water, right? Even though you didn't. And now, oh, by the way, you're going to get, you'll have a horrible death now because of your belief. So you wouldn't do that for a lie. And there's many other things, but I think that's one of the ones that I like to bring up because it's commonsensical too. So you have the writings not just of the Bible, then you got the writings of, like I said, the Babylonian Talmuds. Josephus, the writer, he was a Jew and wrote a lot of things about Jesus. So it's not a myth. It's not even a devout Jew will admit, yeah, Jesus did exist. We just don't think he was the Messiah that our Bible talked about. And I joke around with my Jewish friends. I say, look, the Old Testament says Jesus will make a triumphal entry. Not Jesus, but the Savior will make a triumphal entry on a donkey. I go, look, paint it. What's that painting a picture of? Is that 20 years from now, or is that something that is dated? A lot of other things, but it is fun to joke around. Though the way we're going, we may be back on donkeys. If the environmentalists have their way. Not that you can't be an environmentalist and listen to the show. It's just trying to make it entertaining, guys. So we have Jesus, and he's fulfilling all these prophecies. A lot of things had to have happened, for him. He just couldn't be a random person. And the odds makers, in Vegas would never take those odds. It's pretty much impossible. He had to come from here. He had to be of this bloodline, and and he had to be risen from the dead. And let's face it, these people that said, yeah, there was, I think 300 people that ultimately testified in court said, yeah, the tomb was empty. He rose from the dead. And so it's not tradition. And again, those people had they had no reason to lie. Because it's now they're not just saying, hey, I was told. No, they seen that. And the interesting thing is, one thing I love about timelines is, if nothing happened, you would guess what you wouldn't see. You wouldn't see a spontaneous growth of a religion. But when these things happen, all of a sudden you see the religion growing like wildfire. Another thing is you have Passover. 3,000 years ago, whenever it was that we had Passover, the Jews put the blood of the lamb over the door, and the spirit of death passed them by. Well, all these people are like, wow, everybody else is crying because we lost our firstborn. We didn't as Jews, so we're going to celebrate as Passover. And if that didn't happen, you would not have thousands of people celebrating it for what it is today. And you look at a line chart and you see there's a natural growth from when this stuff started to now. And that stuff, if it's myth, we know it's myth. But when it's passed on from generation to generation as a historical fact, it takes on a different type of growth and has a different momentum. But one way to lose momentum is to have a lie in front of thousands of people, and you try to do a movement that way. It will never work out well.